Man United won, Arsenal won. All I can say is, Amorim, please keep playing this way. Forget all the systems that you're trying to implement. Forget trying to teach players how to play this and that. Try to play what they're comfortable with. Because today, and in the past few games especially, the one thing we've worked with is playing a low block. When we play a low block, what happens is the entire team is more comfortable with that system. We played it under Ten Hag. We played it under Ole. You even take it back to Mourinho. We have traditionally now played low block. So asking these players to play low block is much more easier. And when you play and when you come up against more difficult teams, especially teams like Arsenal today, where they have more of the ball, they can work their way around us. In that case, simple rule, guys. If you do not want to leave space behind, if you do not want people coming in behind you, just block the space behind. How do you block that space? Low block. We did that pretty well today. But guys, you know what the first half taught me? The first half showed me, forget United and Arsenal. It just showed me how bad the Premier League is at this moment. Let's say ever since 2022, how the Premier League has been degrading in quality slowly. The first half that we saw between United and Arsenal, it's not just Man United and Arsenal playing that. It's Newcastle, it's Man City, it's Liverpool on the off days. Every single team in this Premier League plays the exact same way, which is what? They play with too many touches. That is more than one touch taken too many times. And they do this, what's the term for that? They keep passing around the defense, and either they put in a cross which does not come to anything good, or else they keep passing it back to the goalkeepers. We saw this many times with us as well, where we could have attacked, but instead we turn around and pass back to the defenders. Arsenal did the same thing, back to Raya. And it's not the first time, it's not the last time that we will see this in the Premier League either. Which is why, guys, you watch any other league, you watch any game in any other league, you come back to this, you will not want to see this Premier League ever again. Even if you watch La Liga, for example, players in La Liga move the ball after the second touch. By the second touch, the ball's gone. Usually, they play first touch. And when they play first touch, the ball is more fluid and it keeps moving. The thing in the Premier League is the ball is way too slow. And that first half in our game showed exactly that. And we had to rely on, well, I have to say that a world-class free kick by Bruno. See, he's done that at Goodison now. And now he's done it today. 2 free kicks when Bruno wouldn't otherwise score free kicks normally. And you have to respect the fact he is turning up for this team when other people aren't. You can always make the debate, is he a good captain or not? I don't think he's a good captain. But is he a bad player? I don't think so. And he's showing it right now because in this team full of, let's say, below average players, he's at least mediocre at worst. You could say he's maybe above average. And that's showing. Bruno is showing up for the team when nobody else is. So, you know what? Regardless of what you think, what your stance is on Bruno, you have to give him praise for that. And the fact he is turning up in moments, especially ever since Ahmad went out, Bruno has stepped up for us. Maybe you might say we have not won games. Maybe you might say we could have put in better performances. Yes, I agree with you. But regardless of all that, Bruno is the only one that is creating for us. He's the only one carrying any sort of threat. Apart from him, today it was only Garnacho, I would say. In the attack needed a lot of refurbishment. See, United shouldn't be letting balls in behind get us every single time. It's okay that happening once or twice. But the fact that you saw how intricate Arsenal were playing, especially in that first half. They were playing intricate passes between each other and our midfielders is non-existent. You play Casemiro and Eriksen, they're 2 technically sound midfielders, but asking them to play the defensive role is a bit too much. And that's probably where Amorim's naivety came, because he should have maybe deployed Collier beside Casemiro. Because as good as Eriksen is, this game needed something more. Why? Because if you ask me, today's man of the match, Rice, he was running the midfield. So Rice and Partey on the other side show you what? Technical ability, strength and power. So to combat those last 2 things, strength and power, we need 2 options that are defensively solid and have energy to combat Rice and Partey essentially. Today we played Eriksen and Casemiro and that bit us in the back a little bit too much. However, the first thing that we need to work on is keeping our players fit. Because, guys, what is happening at this point? Now, even Lenny Euro went off at halftime. You know, when players go at halftime, that means something bad has happened. Because otherwise, the player might stretch through, or they might just play a few more minutes and then get substituted at 60th minute. But he went off at halftime. So we can just hope that it's nothing bad. But our players are just dropping like flies, and there needs to be a remedy very soon because we can't keep going like this. The way things are going, you could have the entire squad injured. Like let's not joke about it, but you think about it. We have Kobe out, we have Ahmad out, we have Lisandro out, Mount out. Who knows who's next? And if this list keeps on adding, it will come to a point where we are already starting. Like if Euro's out, Heaven's starting next game. And Chido Obi is just one player off starting as well. And Collier might as well start. Like the way he's playing now, you might as well start him. So now you're essentially playing 3 academy lads in the first team. So that's how bad the injury situation is. However, they're not doing too bad. Considering circumstances, considering what kind of team they're coming into, they're playing at least mediocre, which is well better than we're getting from most of the other team. But let's take it objectively. Second place Arsenal. They came to Old Trafford. They would have probably expected a 2-3-0 win. But we said no. They just beat PSV in the Champions League 7-1 the other day. And we got a 1-1. But guys, let's be honest, yeah. Today is not one day we could say we did not have chances. Because guess what? Højlund had a couple of chances. Mazraoui had a chance. And even at the end there, Bruno's shot might have rolled in. On another day, on a luckier day for us, it would have rolled in. But it didn't. So we could have won that game, which is certainly better than anything we have tried when we try to play Amorim's system, when we try to play progressive football or whatever that is. So I'll keep it short. Essentially, we need to keep playing this low block at least till the end of the season because this is what seems to work the best for this team at least. So if we want to see results, which is what we do, we better do the exact same thing. But going forward, I would say Zirkzee is not probably helpful. Dalot needs to be benched. Guys, it's high time already. You think about it. How long has it been? Dalot's been underperforming game after game. Yeah, maybe today he wasn't as bad defensively. But we still need output offensively. Guys, we're struggling offensively. If you think we're bad defensively, offensively we're 10 times worse. So when wing back is an important position, Dalot will probably start again at right wing back once Dorgu's back against Sociedad. But at what point do we just cut our losses and say, you know what, Dalot, you sit on the bench. We'd rather stick it out with Mazraoui at right wing back. Either way, that was United 1, Arsenal 1. At least we did not lose. At least there are some positives we can take out of this game. So overall, not a bad result. So see you all in the next one.